Hey, it's Matt with McGee Farms, and we've had a pretty rough snow and cold stretch come through here. Had several products that I'd started filming some videos on and could not get to. Just we ended up with about 3 foot of snow, and then about 2 weeks with temperatures down below freezing, below zero pretty much for most of that time. So we're finally getting a little bit of a warm up, starting to melt, and got to get back. And this was one of the videos I'd kind of done, and wanted to change the intro on it a little bit. But it's a pretty neat little thing that I've come across. It's got some good and some bad things. But this little thing you see right here, it's a magnetic mount camera, wireless camera. These are backup cameras for like a car or a pickup truck that you can pick up on Amazon, Temu. This was $75. So pretty cheap, for at least seems pretty cheap to me. And the issue that I have is I like this tractor, this LS tractor, but with the cab the way it sits, when I drop the bucket to the bottom, or when I got forks on it, which you'll see in some of the later video clips, I can't see the bottom where it's hitting, and I end up scraping the ground or running into stuff. So this was my solution to try it out. And it's magnetic. I've got it on here. It's hard to get off, actually, but it goes on. You come up into my cab. This thing's got a lot of snow plowing under it over the last couple of weeks. But it also comes with a little monitor, which I've got right here. And you can kind of see, actually, if I start up the tractor, start up the tractor, you can kind of see I don't have it positioned to see the bottom of the bucket right now, but it swivels. Step out and let me do that real quick, and I'll show that to you. All right, I moved it down. You can kind of see on the edges, it's right at where the bottom is. So that way, when I raise and lower, if I'm getting gravel or picking up stuff with forks, I know when I hit it. I don't know if you can tell with the camera, but you can see right here the bottom on both sides. This thing worked really good. We did a lot of snow plowing, and with snow plowing, this thing was really came in handy. I did have a couple of issues with it, and I'll talk about that at the conclusion of the video. But now we're going to get into showing it in action. So I got my LS tractor, and we picked this up about 2 years ago, and I really like the tractor. It's a good tractor. Price was excellent on it, but the one thing about it I'm not a fan of is when I'm sitting in the driver's seat, I can't see the bottom of where the bucket or the forks are hooking into. And I've hit a few things with it, and that's kind of my idea. Is I'm going to put this camera down to where I can kind of see where the bucket is, or where the bottom is when I'm getting stuff. So we're going to mount it in here, try it out, and go move some stuff. All right, so pretty easy setup. I've got the camera mounted on the forks plates right now. With the bucket, I'll probably mount it on the tractor itself. Turn it on. Put the monitor right here, plugged it in, and you can see pretty nifty. I'm gonna go down. I've got a tree down on one of our creek crossings I'm going to go move, and then I'm going to swap over to the bucket, and we'll use the camera to help for both of those. See, one of our paths going across the creek, noticed the other day that let me turn the vents off in here. We had a tree come down and it kind of blocked the path. So I'm just gonna basically try to hook up to it and move it out of the path for now until I got time to get down here with a saw and cut the whole thing up. So we're slowly creeping towards it. One thing I have noticed bouncing around is the camera occasionally does shut off. Got to get the manual out and figure out what's causing that. Or I charged the camera all day yesterday. It's solar powered too, so it picks that up. But as we creep up a little closer, I'm going to go out and hit the button and turn it back on and see if it just turned itself off, if it's got some kind of weird standby or what. So let me go do that, and we're going to hook up to this this tree. All right, now I dropped my forks off and I moved the camera. One of the other nice things about having a metal hood, and this way I should be able to see the bottom here, so hooking up will make it a little easier to line everything up. So we're gonna try it and see. Well, I got it. I was hoping to show the footage, but it was a little harder than I thought it would be, actually. The camera had everything backwards, and so what I thought was the left side was the right side and vice versa. I don't know if there's some kind of weird setting or what. I've got to figure that out as well. So so far it was working good as far as seeing where it's at, but for hooking up the implements, I don't know, there's got to be some kind of something I'm doing wrong. So we're going to figure that out, but for right now I'm going to hook this up and we're going to go move some stuff. All right, so we're going to try one last thing, if I can find a place to mount it that I think is safe. Well, it looks pretty sturdy. See, backing up, see if that helps me backing up with the camera. Not the greatest view in the world there, but we'll see if it makes a difference. I think I'm going to have to find somewhere else to mount it at. The problem is it's a magnetic mount, and everything on the back of this tractor is either plastic or glass. So we'll see. Let's give it a shot. So yeah, backing up, I'm gonna say negative. Now, if I had somewhere metal really to mount this, if I had somewhere metal in the middle, I could mount this. I think it would actually work pretty good. But since everything's pretty much plastic, except for just this and this, which I'm not going to mount it here because I'd just be afraid I'd bust everything up. Yeah, with this tractor, that's definitely a no. But when I was working earlier, when I had the forks on, I was moving the tree. It was a great help, and I'm thinking when we get the snow in, which, yeah, I don't use a bucket that much for the snow. It's more the back blade, but we'll take some video with it when we get the snow in. We'll see kind of how that helps with this. Hooking the blade up, it was also definitely a no with this, which really disappoints me because I was really looking forward to it. But the camera kind of moved everything to the opposite side, and everything was backwards, so it actually made it more difficult hooking the bucket up on this. So a couple days we'll get the snow, we'll try it out with that, see if it helps. Hopefully it does. If not, this will probably get moved to help me back up my pickup truck to hook up a trailer. All right, so I was hoping to actually show this while we were moving snow, but we ended up with 3 foot of snow, and it was just, I had to drop everything and start plowing snow. We were kind of stranded in here for about 3 days, 2.5 days. I could get the Jeep in and out, but that was about it. Nothing else was really making it in and out. And finally, after about 2.5 days, we were getting our cars out. But it did really help with that. The good and the bad of this, back up on this tractor, you know, as you saw in the video, there's nowhere really to mount it. If I had somewhere to mount it, and I'm thinking I might get a big magnet and put it up on the window or something for mounting, this thing would have been perfect. Moving everything, it's great. It was kind of stopping on me, like cutting out early on in the video, and what I found out with this is that it, when you charge it, when you get done charging it and take it off the charger, it's on, and I didn't turn it off afterwards, so I had a dead battery. After charging it, it hasn't given me any trouble whatsoever. The biggest issue that I did have was trying to change attachments, and that is because this camera has everything backwards. And so when I was trying to switch from my forks to the bucket, whatever was looking like it was on the left was actually the right, and it took me quite a while to figure out what was going on. And finally it hit me what happened, and it was actually easier hooking these up without the camera, or without using the camera, to be honest. But it does, like I said, for on front here, especially with the forks picking stuff up and with the bucket going down getting gravel out of the creek, this thing is well worth $75. I think some of these go up to about $150, probably not much different. And I'm thinking too, with the pickup and stuff, for hooking up trailers and stuff in the future, I can just swap it over to there. So, you know, that's a bonus as well. But if you like these, it's a wireless backup camera. I picked this up off of Temu, so I'm not going to include any links because I really don't know how to include links from Temu. I know you can find them on Amazon. You can probably find them on eBay and all other places. But you know, definitely if you have that same problem where you can't see the bottom, I would definitely recommend this. It's Matt from McGee Farms. If you enjoy the videos, please consider giving us a thumbs up or subscribing to the channel. It's much appreciated, and it helps the channel grow. Till next time, have a great day.